Welcome to Exact Training. This course is shop floor execution and the module is posting operation completions. Today we're going to learn how to post the quantity completed for a shop order routing operation. We will also learn how to post scrap and how to post just labor without posting any quantity completed. Let's get started with posting quantity completions. Posting quantity complete on a shop order provides us information on the progress of the shop order. It shows us what has been complete for each operation, as well as gathers the labor that has been expended for those operations. This information is used to track the actual labor costs, as well as to provide information to review the manufacturing lead time. To perform completions, we'll follow these steps. We will open the shop floor execution module and go to the activity menu. We will select the appropriate shop order, enter the quantity completed at the operation, and enter any labor or setup time that has been used for the operation. From the System Manager, go to Production tab and select Shop Floor Execution. The shop floor execution window will open. From the Activity menu, select Post Operation. When the Post Operation window opens, you may want to drag the edge of the window over to increase the viewing space. In the Order Number box, you may manually enter the order number or double-click to select it from the browser. Once the order is selected, the order detail appears in the lower grid. You can see the routing operations or steps to manufacture this order. There are some informational fields that will help you see what quantity is at each operation. The first is the queue quantity field. This is the quantity that is in the queue at this work center right now. The second field is the load quantity. This is the total quantity that is currently in this work center and what has yet to move into this work center. Now that we can see what is available to complete at the work center, we can enter a completed quantity. Click in the Quantity Complete field to enter the completed quantity. Once you've entered the quantity, tab to the Runtime field and enter the number of hours it took to complete this quantity. Next, tab to the Setup Time field and enter the amount of time that it took to set up to run these parts. The Shift field can be changed to reflect the appropriate shift that worked on these parts. To save your entry, you can either click the Save icon at the top of the screen, or if you have set up your user preferences to autosave, you can just click in a different row. We will talk about entering scrap and defect codes next. Our next topic is posting scrap. We're going to talk about the parent part scrap and the defect codes that are used. During the manufacturing process, there can be issues with the part being made that we require the part to be scrapped. For planning purposes, MAX allows us to enter this scrap to reduce the expected quantity on the order. It also allows the entry of defect codes for the scrap to help track failure information on the shop floor. For the following steps, we will stay in the shop floor module and go to the Activity menu. We will select Post Operation and enter the shop order number. Then we will enter the quantity scrapped and the appropriate defect code. You'll choose the Activity menu and select Post Operation. When the Post Operation window opens, you may want to drag over the edge of the window to increase the viewing space. In the Order Number box, you may manually enter the order number or double-click to select it from a browser. Once the order is displayed, click in the Quantity Scrap box for the operation that you would like to scrap. Then enter the scrap quantity. You can now enter a defect code. Either click in the box and type it in manually, or double-click to choose it from a browser. The defect code browser window will open. From the browser window, double-click on a code to select it. To save your entry, you can either click the Save icon at the top of the screen, or if you have set up your user preferences to autosave, you can just click in a different row. You've just posted scrap. This reduces the balance due quantity on the shop order by the quantity scrapped. Our next topic is posting labor only. There may be occasions when a shop order requires more than one day or multiple days to actually complete any quantities. However, there is still labor value that needs to be calculated for that day. Max allows you to enter a completion with no quantity, but just runtime and setup time hours. This time is then accumulated for each posting, as well as for the postings that do complete a quantity at the operation. These are the steps we'll follow to post labor only. We'll go to the Shop Floor Execution module and choose the Activity menu. From that menu, we'll choose Post Completion and enter the shop order number. Then we will enter runtime and setup time only. So from the Activity menu, select Post Operation. When the Post Operation window opens, you may want to drag over the edge of the window to increase the viewing space. In the order number box, you may manually enter the order number or double-click to select it from a browser. To enter just the labor, click in the Runtime field and enter the labor hours completed. Then press the Tab key to move to the Set Time field and enter the setup time that has been completed. Press the Tab key again to move to the Shift column and change the shift if necessary. To save, we can just move to a new row if we have the autosave preferences set, or we can click the Save icon at the top of the screen, and that's it. That completes our lesson on posting operation completions and labor. In this lesson, you have learned how to post quantity complete, post scrap, and post labor only transactions. Thank you for taking part in Exact Training.